Target acquired. And he's got an AR-15.
I detect disdain in your voice.
Yeah, well, it's a pretty high effort for a common gun.
Please pre-classify the artifact before extraction.
AR-15.
Receiver match. Function mismatch.
Well, that's not 5.56. That's a mil-spec lower. But that is not direct impingement. After slaying the Minotaur and a small mix-up regarding white and black sails, the ship that carried Theseus back from his mythological victory was preserved by the Athenians, in story. But over time, the planks began to rot, so the ship was maintained with new planks, until eventually, every plank on the ship had been replaced. Eugene Stoner designed the AR-15 around 5 design principles: a lightweight, mechanically simple design throughout, a direct impingement gas system, straight line recoil with the barrel, bolt, and recoil spring, and a lightweight, high velocity, intermediate 5.56 cartridge. But what happens when you replace one of these elements? Is it still an AR-15? What about 2? Or 3? Phenomenon X5582S, the internal transposition field. When inside this field, the encompassed subject experiences transposed internal systems from other nearby subjects. The soldier who had passed was not shot, poisoned, and was generally in excellent health. In fact, his cause of death was entirely unique and not shared by anyone else in the area. Asphyxiation. Quick scans from Malcolm revealed that his lungs had been replaced with those from a nearby brown hare. As you can imagine, inadequate to supply oxygen to a 200-pound male human. As you can also imagine, the hare had a far different experience. In the case of the weapon the soldier was holding, however, the Storm reconstructed the rifle, borrowing a long-stroke gas distance system from a nearby AK-74, and the casing from a nearby Russian 220 cartridge. In other dimensions, with similarly developed cartridges, this is known as 6-ARC. We've recovered other artifacts exposed to similar phenomena, such as the AR-AK-21, but in that receiver, the bolt and piston were much more similar to an AK pattern rifle. Our subject of interest, the primary weapon system's MK114 Mod 2, had a much more interesting transposition. From the outside, it looks nearly identical to an AR-15. It has a mil-spec ambidextrous AR-15 lower that can seat AR-15 mags, AR-15 grips, buffer tubes, springs, and internally, the BCG is extremely similar to that of an AR-15, except for the gas key.
Please enjoy the messages from these valuable partners. Those caught not enjoying will be subject to reintegration. Dress for success when facing the horrors of the omniplane with Shaw Concepts. Enjoy innovation, quality service, and integrity, and look good doing it with their tactical textiles, plate carriers, belts, pouches, and more, all made in the USA in the prime dimension, while meeting our classified Greater Omniplane Threat Index.
I'm Agent 12, and this is my favorite plate carrier in the omniplane.
They say violence is never the answer, but what Mama don't know won't hurt her. Birch believes silence is the answer, which is why we trust front-of-rifle systems. Enhance your shooting experience with cutting-edge suppressors and barrels, and use code BIRCH to save 5% on your order. Tell those 5.56 rounds to tone it down with the Titanium Monarch Recce, a lightweight, durable suppressor you can rely on. 4 Systems, when you need results, not attention. Global Ordnance is our munitions partner, providing ammo for our endeavors across every platform, across every encounter. Global Ordnance, ammo in every caliber, in every dimension. And XTAR USA, makers of fun, lightweight, reliable, and affordable polymers. Available in 9mm, 45 ACP, and 10mm auto. And don't forget to pick up some Glock 17 mags for an incredible price. You'll adore your XTAR polymers, we guarantee it. Those not enjoying their XTAR polymers will be subject to reintegration. Thank you for your time, and may this help you better serve the greater omniplane.
short-stroke gas piston AR-15 pattern rifles are not uncommon, such as the MK114. This tappet system keeps the reciprocating mass of the bolt carrier group low and independent from the piston system. Gas is siphoned off the barrel by the block, actuates the tappet or push rod, which travels only a fraction of the full travel of the bolt carrier group, tapping it, if you will, and sending it on its way. Long-stroke gas piston systems are affixed to the BCG. As a result, they must travel longer, the full rearward travel of the BCG. In practice, this is a more brute force solution, less delicate than direct impingement, more reciprocating mass, and arguably more complex than a standard direct impingement AR-15, contrary to Stoner's original vision on several points. Then there's the round, 6-arc. Our testing revealed superior ballistics to 5.56, better energy retention, flatter trajectory, and significantly less wind drift at extended ranges, while still remaining within a mil-spec AR-15 receiver. Our calculations even put this round as accurate out to 1,000 yards and beyond with longer barrels, but this 14-inch carbine places it in a very fascinating territory. M4 compactness, intermediate-sized cartridge, with the energy and accuracy more common to a full-power battle rifle cartridge. These two transpositions could appear seemingly random and non-functional. In the case of the soldier and the hare, it was lethal. But this marriage of long-stroke gas piston and 6-arc is surprisingly functional. For instance, 6-arc is known for being extremely dirty compared to 5.56, and that's because it's running rifle-sized ambitions inside a very small combustion window, so the powder is still combusting at the end of the barrel. 6-arc is nearly double the weight of 5.56 and uses relatively slow powder in a short, fat case, often fired in barrels that are shorter than the powder was optimized for. And for a direct impingement system, this level of fouling results in very frequent servicing intervals. The long-stroke gas piston not only isolates some of that fouling to the gas block, but its more robust, hammer-like approach means it can push through extended intervals, fouling and debris that would otherwise choke a DI system. For such a compact and unassuming setup, it is surprisingly capable and sophisticated, and that doesn't even consider some of the attachments in our biology report. So this begs the question that I present to the Birch archival board. As the planks of the ship of Theseus are wholly replaced, is it still the same ship? If you take a mil-spec AR-15 lower, but fundamentally change its operating system, reciprocating mass, complexity, and its cartridge, is it still Stoner's design? Or is it simply a pattern, a silhouette, if you will? After all, the ship of Theseus assumedly replaced plank for plank. These MK14 changes are fundamental. Does the board have any questions before making their decision?
Did you personally experience any effects while exposed to the transposition field?
I don't see how that's relevant.
Well, you've had your left hand hidden behind your back for the entire presentation. Bit curious, don't you think?
See? No rabbit feet. Thanks for your time and for the greater omniplane.
Thank you all for watching. You could have clicked on anything else, and you clicked here, and I appreciate it. First, I want to point out that Primary Weapon Systems does not call the MK114 an AR-15. So this isn't a correction, it's just having fun with the idea. Also, PWS didn't pay me to make this video, nor did a third party. They just sent me the firearm and some ammo, and then I went ham. So it's sponsors and viewers like you that make these videos possible. So thanks again. If you haven't, please subscribe and share these videos. Any help I can get with traction would be appreciated. All right, some important stuff. I want to leave you with this quote from Charles Spurgeon. A sermon without Christ as its beginning, middle, and end is a mistaken conception and a crime in execution. However grand the language, it will be merely much ado about nothing if Christ be not there. If you don't know Jesus, haven't studied him, haven't seen what he's all about, just know that he's the fulfillment of all scripture. So in studying or teaching in the Bible, everything should lead to him. Beware of Christless sermons, Christless churches, and movements and organizations who say they're Christian, but Christ is absent from their lips and following him is absent from their actions. Because in all things, Christ is Lord. Thank you. Love you guys. Have a great day.